Yo, it's Jumpman T with Twisted Torch TV. I'm back again. Turn me up in your headphones. For all the haters. For all the haters. I'm talking about commentators. I'm talking about fans. I'm talking about fake fans. All y'all said the Jets was going to win. What is this? Oh, no. Hold on. Who are these OGs on this panel? You got Steve, you got Willie McGinnis, you got Michael Irvin, you got Miss It's no way. It's no way all y'all thought the Jets was going to win. I understand they just had 7 sacks versus the Titans. Whoop-de-doo. Please don't disrespect Matty Ice like that no more. He saw the comments. He saw what y'all had up there. Hold on, let me take this off for a quick second. He saw what y'all had up there. 7 sacks what? 7 sacks what? Them boys couldn't even get a chance to sniff Matt Ryan. They don't know how he smelled. It was tough on him this week. What's up to the chat, man? Appreciate all y'all joining today. We got 24 live right now. If you want to show love to Twisted Torch TV, hit up the Cash App, $ Twisted Torch TV. If you want to show love to the channel, make sure y'all hit us up. We got some AFN family in the background waiting. We're going to bring them in just a quick second. They already did their recap on Sunday and Monday. So they said, let Twisted get his shine. Then we're going to just come in and discuss some other stuff. So we still got some bacon up for you. Don't worry. I got all y'all. I promise you. Let's do a shout out real fast. The Nation, what it do? Tevin Sports, what it do? Miss Asia Green, what it do? What it do? Joseph Thornton, Workflow Dre, what it do, my brother? Kelly, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? I appreciate you joining me. Jarvis Williams, what it do? What it do? Brian Cruz. ATM, the receipt man is in the building. The receipt man is in the building. You might see something from him. We take clips from him on Twitter. He don't even know it. And I put it on the show. Shouts out to you. You see my boy six man, K Styles in the building. You see him. Tony Wright. What's popping, brother? What's good? Hey. What's up? Thank y'all for showing love to Twisted Torch, man. I appreciate y'all being on here. Hey, I ain't done. Antonio, what's good? King Quest 17, what it do? Let's get to talking, bro. Let's get to talking for a quick second. Did y'all like what y'all saw? Did y'all like what y'all saw? Did we have a star in the making? Did you see him? Did you see him on the sidelines? 9 catches, over 100 yards, and a touchdown. First touchdown in the pond. He got his first touchdown in London, guys. What does that tell you? He ready to ball. Hey, one thing I must say, shouts out to Kyle Pitts and Matt Ryan for getting their game tight and gelling. With Calvin Ridley going out. Hold. Before I get into my what it do, Mike? What it do, my brother? What it do? The mad scientist is in the building. I had to stop that before I go. You know how it go. But hey, shouts out to Kyle Pitts and Matt Ryan for getting their game tight this week, man. Matt Ryan completed 33 completions over 45, 342 yards, and 2 tubs. What can I say? Kyle Pitts, 9 receptions, 119 yards off 10 targets. That man missed 1 target. You can't tell me that ain't precision. Did you see them tight windows Matt was throwing into? I got a picture. Give me a second. I got a picture over here. It's a picture over here. That man was throwing into 3 people. I gotta find it. I'm sorry. If you see old pictures, oh well. That man was putting it on the money this week, guys. Y'all can't say nothing. Look at that. Oh my God. Who said Matt Ryan lost his zip? Who said that? They lied. He's been throwing bullets all year in the middle of the field. Looking perfect. Precision. Miss Maggie, what to do, Miss Maggie? The queen has woken in the building. What to do? Bobby, hey, what's good? Matty Ice, he's looking good, might I say. Y'all was worried about those 3 interceptions week 2. He ain't thrown an interception since. Only tubs. Only touchdowns. Hey, listen, Bubba, I don't know what they be seeing, bro. I see history in the making when it comes to Matt Ryan. He is putting that thing on the money in between 3 receivers. He is trusting all his receivers. Zacchaeus was dropping passes earlier. Who caught the pass on 3rd and 11 to end that game, to ice that game? Zacchaeus. And he fought through traffic. You saw him? Strong hands, fight through traffic, get up yards. We got some receivers, guys. At first, I was sad Calvin really had to be out. But hell, hey, you're building chemistry with your other players. Sharp had a couple 3rd down catches, 2 to be exact. He's trusting people. Hell, we even got a chance to see Thor this week, guys. You saw Thor in the end zone? He had a couple slips. He did have a couple slips, but he got in the end zone. We've been complaining about, well, I ain't going to say we. I've been complaining about not seeing Hayden Hurst more, and we did. But you do got to keep a hold of that ball now, bro. If you feel other people coming, you got to get down. That's a touchdown right off that interception. We're going to get into defense. Let's talk about offense. I talked about defense first last week. Let's get into offense. Offense did their thing, guys. I stated about Arthur Smith being conservative. It was me. I said it. I said Arthur Smith was being too conservative. What the hell did Arthur Smith do? He said, the hell with Twisted. I'm finna change up the game plan. On 1st down, I'm going deep to Kyle Pitts. And what y'all might not know, that was kind of the same thing he did for Cordell last week versus Washington. That defense, they saw that same play. And they did the same exact shit again. They went for Cordell. They went for Cordell on that stop route. Last week, they went on Pitts for that stop route. They went for Cordell on that stop route, and it cost them. I appreciate Arthur Smith saying he made a mistake and not going to go back to make the same mistake. Shouts out to you, Arthur Smith, on that, bro. One hell of a coaching game. I liked him and Dean Pease. I stated it. Dean Pease did his thing. They talk about Mr. Fake Johnny Manziel. They talked about him all week. He knows how to throw on different platforms. He knows how to do this. He can throw the ball deep down the field. I didn't see too many deep routes down the field. Did you guys see deep routes down the field? I saw that one. And to be honest, that was a pick. AJ Terrell, I don't know why he didn't look for the ball. That was a pick. AJ, you are already doing a hell of a job. Look for that football, bro. You didn't have to touch them. That was easy a pick for you. Barely running. You saw the play. You was there the whole time. Gotta trust your instincts, baby. Make sure you trust your instincts, AJ, next time. Back to the O-Lo, guys. Hayden Hurst, Mike Davis, y'all made y'all presence felt this week. Besides those 2 turnovers you guys had, the offense played a hell of a game. I am honored to say that offensive line is looking better each week. They have went through some bumps and bruises, guys. It's been a lot of teams that we faced that have had good front D linemen. In the past 2 weeks, they have stood their ground and been better. Even in the run game. Cordell, what he have? 14 attempts, 54 yards. Mike Davis, 13 attempts, 53 yards. I like that. I'm good with that. Maybe get them, 2 to 3 more touches each? 15 apiece? Oh, my God. I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. Hold on. I think we got some more people in here, guys. I think there's some more people in here. I'm just going through y'all comments and all this. I gotta see what y'all saying first. This is only 1 year older than you, Asia. That's crazy. You're a youngster. I'm 29, but that's crazy. Hey, work for Drake Calvin, who? Hey, you got them playmakers out there, baby. Them boy making plays out there. They ready to go. Tony Wright, Matt Ryan has joined the 5,000 passing completion club along with Phillip Rivers 5th, Ben Roethlisberger 6th. Matt Ryan also passed Dan Marino in pass completion. Did you say something about pass completions? Was it 5,000? You said? Did you say 5,000? I'll take 5,000 for 2. You see him? Y'all better stop hating on Matt. I'm telling y'all, remember this. All this stuff we said about Matt this, Matt that. Did you see Matt run on the sidelines? Y'all said y'all want to see Matt energy, right? Pray for what you asked for. Pray for what you asked for. Because Matt is going to show y'all a different side. And it's going to be different. It's going to be different. He trusting people, bro. And that's one thing I love about Matt Ryan. He's not forcing it to nobody. If they're open, I'm just getting it to the open man. That's all it is. Hey, Bobby. Hey, no cap. The way I've always stated this though. Matt Ryan is a phenomenal quarterback in between the numbers. I've stated this multiple times, bro. Throwing in the middle of that field, Matt Ryan is on the money 90% of that time, bro. He knows how to throw into coverages where the linebacker is approaching, throwing from different side angles. Like, Matt is that deal, bro. Matt is that deal, bro. And people don't see that enough because I understand we've lost games that we shouldn't have. But Matt has shown he can do it. He got his hand up. Hey, I got you. What you mean? Matthew Stafford ain't the only one know how to do that. And they are homies, so I'm sure he teaches them certain throwing levels here and there. He has been threading the needle. Mike stupid. Hey, that's a fact, bro. Recognize greatness from the whole team. All AFN is greatness. We are greatness. It's on the way. Hey, come on, bro. Come on, man. I ain't been away, baby. You know what I'm saying? I just had my dose. My third shot dose, so you be a little tired for a couple days. I'm back and in full effect though. You see the energy is here. I'm ready to go. I'm trained to go with it. You know what I'm saying? It's always that. He did, bro. He did have that great third and long catch, bro. He did. That's one thing I can say about that. He was really in his. He was. Hey, Matt kept giving him chances. After one chance, you keep making it, bro. You don't know what can happen. Mel Emery, what's up, Twisted Torch? Come on, T, man. Come on, Twisted Torch, baby. Glad you're doing well, man. How about Cordell Patterson is playing great ball for Atlanta Falcons? I believe he deserves a max contract. What you think about that? Bro, I think Cordell is he's taking advantage of being in a good scheme with a good QB. A QB that has trust in him. I don't think a lot of teams he played for, they didn't have too much trust in him, and they didn't give him chances to actually make plays. He gonna make plays on this team, bro. Even at receiver. You saw how he went up on that post route? Oh, my God. Hey, Arthur Smith. You are becoming a GOAT at these plays you drawing up. What he did was he did 3 vertical routes. Hayden Hurst, Kyle Pitts, and then Cordell Patterson did that post route. The reason why this play was open, that Patterson route, I know y'all remember that post route where he called it, Matt Ryan put on the money. The reason why that play was open because with Zacchaeus on the right side, instead of him running that fly route, he did a zig route. So in terms, that corner can't play that cover 3 depth. He's not all the way back there in that void where Patterson was. He's up guarding Zacchaeus. So in terms, Patterson is wide open. And Hayden made that safety come to his vertical route, and Pitts had that corner on that route. So the middle of the field was wide open for Patterson. That is a scheme play by a great offensive coordinator. That's what you need from an offensive coordinator. What has been our issue on offense? We get from the 20s to the 20s, and then we stall in the red zone. I ain't seen no stall in the red zone in a minute. Ever since week 2, when we've been in that red zone, we have been scoring touchdowns. 2 of them we didn't. We kicked field goals versus Washington and versus the Jets. But we have been scoring touchdowns throughout in that red zone. Mike Davis! Mike Davis! You saw how he ended that game? That's what I need from a running back. That's what I need from my line. Push the pow. Get him in the end zone. We ain't stopping for nobody. They ain't blowing no whistle. We're going to the end zone, baby. We ain't lining up at the 1 yard line for these jokers. We're scoring a tub. That's what I like to see. When the last time y'all seen that from our running back and our line pushing them into the pile? What, Freeman? In 2016, 2017? We haven't seen that, guys. And that shows effort. That shows competition. These boys are competing. And if y'all watch Cordell Patterson mic'd up at the game, he said it. Before he started, they was in the drill, they was talking. He said, hey, Arthur Smith said this has been our best week practicing. Wednesday and Thursday was our best week practicing. We went out there, we played hard, and I know it's going to show on the field. And what did it do? It showed on the field. Now, y'all let me know if I'm just dope popping now. If I'm capping, let me know. I don't feel like I'm capping, though. I don't feel like I'm capping. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. King Quest, you are on the money with that. See, Kerry, I ain't even looked at the comments yet. I'm just showing love, and you already got it made out. I appreciate you for going ahead and throwing that in the chat. Hey, what's good, boss? What's good, homie? What's good? Hey, the offense is moving, bro. That's one thing. That's one thing I can say, bro. Hey, Noah, what's good? He said, "No, what's up, Twist? I'm no longer fantasy guy." No, you're still fantasy guy in my eyes. You're still fantasy guy in my eyes. The only difference is you're able to do more. You can always be fantasy guy to me. I take what you say into content, definitely, bro. Hey, workflow. It should have been a blowout, man. But look, I don't care. Okay, let me not say this. I'll show you a picture of what them boys said in the interview. I'll show you a picture of what them boys said in the interview. I don't care if we win by 1 or by 100. A win is a win. I don't care what we win by, baby. We win by 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm good. It's a win. We live to stay another day. We live to fight another day. That's how you got to look at that, bro. And they closed out the game. That's what we want to see from our players. We want to see them close out games. And that's what they doing. Marcus Bell, what's good? What's good, bro? Nah, bro. They definitely playing good, bro. They playing great, bro, because the past 4 weeks we played good D-line. The Eagles are a good D-line. The Bucks are a good D-line. Washington's a good D-line. The Jets just had 7 sacks last week. So I can't say that, bro. Like, you got to be good if you can get 7 sacks, bro. That's not easy to do for no team. Tony, get them right. Get them right, Tony. Get them right. That is a fact. Congratulate that man. Hey, Antonio. Hey, bro. You on your bag, bro. Hey, my birthday is August 1st. It just passed. I just turned 29, by the way. Mafia Network, what's good? What's good? What's good? Oh, AJ, you got me right. Okay, AJ know a little something. Y'all know a little something about I'm twisted. Hey, Big Ant, shouts out to you, my brother. I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. I hope you're doing good, bro. I hope everybody in the chat is living happy, stress free, and enjoying life after a win. I know when you get losses, you don't want to go to work. This week, I'm happy to go to work. I'm happy. And it's homecoming week for Twisted. I'm at JSU live in a couple days. So I'm turned. If I get a video with Deion Sanders to put on AFN talk about the Falcons, y'all gonna be in love with me. Y'all gonna be in love with me. Let's see if the connection is still deep when I was at Jackson State. Let's see what's up. Yeah, man. Let's get to the defense though, bro. Shouts out to the young gunners, Chris and Neef. Y'all know what I mean by the young gunners? That's Richie Grant and Jalen Hawkins. Hawkins, my brother. The way you came out of nowhere to get that pick, I'm loving that. I ain't gonna lie, Herman, I don't think you doing that no more. So, hey, y'all OGs better watch out. Herman, Eric Harris, y'all better watch out. Because all them young boys need is trust in themselves. Once they get trust in themselves, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro. Richie Grant. I like how you came down the box and Buddy thought he was gonna shake you. Great tackle for no gain. That's how you stand your ground and watch the hips when you're going for a tackle. I like that. You and Hawkins, man, I see it. The future's gonna be bright for you two guys. And next year, I can't wait to see how fast and physical these guys play. Hey, talk about it. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, yo, you got that footwork done to you when they put you on the island to tackle that back. He said, no. But what you do? You hustled and you came up with a sack. You and Jacob, I like how y'all playing, bro. I love that energy. Jacob had literally, Johnny Manziel had dodged him. He fell. Johnny Manziel came right back up to him and caught him. Good sack. That's how you continue. You're not going to always get there on the first time. You get back up and get that sack. That's how you do that, bro. That's how you make plays. Oh, okay. So y'all, everybody's just gonna say how old they are. Hey, shouts out to Fabian, bro. I dog walked him last week with how he played, bro. Let me find it. He made a hell of a play, man. Shouts out to Fabian Monroe, bro. He got hurt at the end of the game. But hey, he made a great play on third down. You saw how he stopped that screen before he went out. That boy know how to play them screens. That's one thing you can say about him. He know how to play them screens. I thought it was a better game all around for him. Even that play versus Corey Davis across the middle of the field. I think Zach Wilson threw it too late. He didn't throw it like Matt Ryan. You got to lead the receiver on those type of routes. He didn't. And so, in turn, it cost. Fabian was there to get up, bat the ball down. Good play. Regardless, it's not about what the QB does. It's not about what the receiver does, what you do. Stay on your cues and keep fighting, and you're going to make a play. Hey, Bubba Gump, that's a fact. That's a fact. Can we please keep Means on the bench, bro? I don't know. Hey, he finally got close to the QB this time, though. That's one thing we can say. He did get close to the QB finally. Shit, I thought it would never happen. Hey, AJ is a shit now corner, bro. I'm just looking for that next level of him getting interceptions and actually paying attention to his skill set. He has skill set. He knows how to play zone. He knows how to cover people man up. He knows how to do a phenomenal job. He just has to trust himself a little bit more when it comes to interceptions. That's a fact, bro. They in here, bro, because we litty. We litty today. That's why. I think you trying to say preach, right? Preach, bro. Matt Ryan is getting very comfortable with the playbook. Look out, league. Make it taste like I'm not finishing that sentence. I totally get what you're saying. I understand 100%. I just didn't see that part coming. Oh yeah, he used to play for the Seahawks. Asia. He plays D tackle or D end in a 3-4 scheme. He got a sack versus the Titans. If you remember that first preseason game, number 99, he got a sack versus the Titans. Hey, nah, that's a fact, bro. I can't wait till Marlon come back, bro. Marlon is gonna be an X factor if he can stay healthy. I've been saying this for 2 years, bro. I really think he's an X factor if he stays healthy. Facts. I think he trusts him now. He's getting comfortable, bro, because he knows the playbook. He knows the ins and outs of the playbook. If you watch in his press conference, Matt was saying Arthur Smith was giving him some phenomenal calls throughout that game. So that means he's trusting in what Arthur Smith is calling, and Arthur Smith is putting him in good positions. That's what a coach is there for, guys. A coach is there to put you in the best position to make plays. That's why I got my collar shirt on. I am Coach Twisted today. I am Coach Twisted today. Hey, I think he is, bro. I think he's gonna be a phenomenal talent, bro. We got so many pieces moving, bro. As far as getting younger, Richie Grant, Jalen Hawkins, AJ Terrell. I'm anxious to see what Darren Hall's gonna look like in the future. Sheffield, I don't know what it's gonna be. Hopefully, he plays some next week, and let's just see where it goes from there. No, they're not, bro, because they know it's gonna be a test. You either gonna get tackled hard as hell, or you gonna get a batted pass. He ain't going for that, bro. They not testing him. He is tackling tight ends and running backs. He don't care. You ain't see how he did the running back from Washington last week. Oh my God! But he hit Buddy in the ribs. Buddy said, "Oh, I'm done. I'm out of there." Bro, I think the offensive line did good altogether to me, bro. Matt had time. I thought Matt did a phenomenal job reading the field. I thought the players were getting open faster than normal. And we did. He was out there. That's a big man to move. And that's what you need. That's what you need when you're on that defensive line in that 3-4 scheme. You have to have that big man in the middle to be able to stop everything, bro. Clog it up to make the linebackers run free. That's the purpose of that scheme. You want your linebackers, you want Foyer and Dion to run wherever the hell they want and get there as fast as possible. And with Purnell, Grady, and Marlon Davidson in at that same time, you can cancel Christmas. Because they all know how to stop the run. They all do. And then Grady doesn't have to beat double teams as much. He'll get some single coverage once Marlon Davis gets back. I truly believe that. Hey, so Mike Davis, Hayden Hurst, we're gonna have to do some ball control with the fumbles. You know how I don't know if y'all seen the program, but they used to have to run with the football in class. Omar Epps, he was a running back for the program, and he had fumbling issues in training camp. The coach said you gonna rock with this football to class everywhere you go to sleep and all that, and each player gonna try to hit the ball every time. And that's what they was doing. So you're going to have some drills like that. I need to see some ball security, guys, because those were 2 touchdowns those were 2 turnovers in the red zone. And that's not what you want to have when you're going against great teams, because it's hard to overcome that type of stuff. That's field goals or that's touchdowns. So we want to make sure we cover that up a little bit when it comes to that. As far as defense, I felt pretty good with the defense. Honestly, I thought defense played a hell of a game. Up until that third. If we being honest, the special teams caused that first touchdown. Then the second touchdown was the pass interference. So if we take those 2 out and they got to go all the way down the field, they couldn't do it. We was getting a lot of 3 and outs. That's how you win games. 3 and outs, turnovers on defense. and they were showing that. We got both. We got both this time. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And Dean Pease is getting these jokers right. You see Dion, his name wasn't called like that because a D lineman was getting there. We had a lot of D linemen getting to the backfield this game, if y'all ain't noticed. Michael Carter, 10 attempts for 38 yards. Ty Johnson, 4 attempts for 12 yards. Tevin Coleman, 3 attempts for 11 yards. That looked like we shut them motherfuckers down on the run game, right? That's what I saw. That's what I saw on the defense. That's what I saw. Special teams. I know Coach going to get y'all right soon. Hey, we can't allow that because that's momentum. I'm to the point where I'm hoping we start asking to be on defense first moving forward just to stop that. I want some of that big play energy on our side. Cordell going to break one sooner or later. That's what I'm hoping for. And I see that coming soon. But we got to get that special teams right, guys. I can't have those drives to where we go down, we kick a field goal to end the half. Great job by the offense. Kick a field goal to end the half. They just kicked the field goal. We brought the field goal back 20-3. They come out a long goddamn. Come on, we can't have that. We can't have a long kickoff return, bro, because that puts them in good position to end up scoring touchdowns, and you don't want that. Hey, O-line did a hell of a job, bro. We've been talking about them earlier, bro. For sure, they did a good job. Yeah, that pass interference was a tough one for us to watch, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And it's because he was there. He had it. He literally had that pass. So we just got. He'll get right. Nah, come on, Carl. You know I mess with you, bro. Don't act like that, bro. I got you, bro. My fault. What you see? I ain't show you a tweet or something, bro. Let me know. I ain't even see it, bro. I'm going fast. I'm at a fast barometer right now, bro. Can you get on the mic and say something? I don't. What you gotta say, bro? Say it in the chat first. I can't. I wasn't say nothing crazy, bro. What you gotta say, bro? Let me know. But hey, listen. We got 3 goats coming on in just a second. Let me make sure they get right. Oh, that's what you said. Okay, you think we can beat the Aints and Pussycats right now? Me personally, I think we have a chance to beat both. I will be at that Pussycat game on 10/31. I'll be at that game, so I will have it live and in full effect. I think both teams show weakness, and the fact that we don't play them so soon, it gave us time to get our momentum. We only got 1 loss in the division so far, so I'm looking forward to those division games. I'm looking forward to seeing your team again, too. Yeah. But, hey, y'all been waiting. It's time for the show to get started. The show is on the way. The show is here. Can y'all please bring yourself in the show, guys. It's cool with me. Everybody, please bring yourself in the show. Go ahead and hit it up. Go ahead and let me know. I'm going to add you myself. I got you. Do I have 3 GOATs / veterans / sports analysts in the building today on Twisted Torch TV? Is that what I got? Is that what I have today, guys? Please introduce yourself to the fans. They know you, but they need to know more of you.
Well, they better goddamn know who I am. That's all I got to say about that.
They already know. The heavy hitters are in the building. They already know.
Is it time for a
shot? They already know who the hell we are.
Oh my god.
You sound like Bay, by the way.
This dude.
You don't know by now. It is the heavy hitters with Twisted Torch TV. And If you don't know by now, you better recognize.
Straight up. Hey, I know y'all been anxious to talk about this. How do y'all feel the first quarter of the Falcons season has been through these first 5 weeks? How do y'all think it started from?
Y'all want me to take it first?
Go ahead, of course.
Hey, so the first quarter of the season, we're a little bit past the first quarter, but yeah, we're 2-3. I'm super hyped because we're seeing improvement every single week out of this team, and that's all you can ask for. From week 1 to week 5, but now we're going into week 6, where we have our bye week. We've seen this team improve. The first game of the season to me was the worst game of the season against the Eagles. I think we scored only 6 points in that game, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. And it pretty much was, we got obliterated in that first game. But ever since then, Jalen Mayfield in that first game looked really bad. Him and Hennessy, the offensive line, looked in the disarray. Guys hadn't jailed. But within the last 5 games, every single game we've seen improvement, to the point of no sacks given up in this last game, in the 5th game of the season. So that just goes to show you, from that first game to the last game that we played, to the 5th game, we went from, Matt Ryan being under duress pretty much every pass, every drop back, to now him cleaning the pocket, him delivering the ball, and we're seeing these guys pick up the scheme on offense and on defense. The defense has looked really good as well. And like I said, they took the ball away for the first time as far as an interception in week 5. Jalen Hawkins came away with the first pick for his first interception of the season. And like I said, we're seeing those improvements, and that's all you can ask for out of a young team, especially when you got a new regime. You brung in a new head coach, brung in Terry Fontenot, and these guys are trying to mold this team into their identity. You've heard Mike say it many times. This is not the same team. Like, yeah, you do have a lot of the core players like Matt Ryan that's been here, Calvin Ridley that's been here, but you have a new identity with the head coach and the new GM. So I'm loving what I'm seeing out of this team, and I really feel like the sky's the limits. I said heading into the season that we were going to be a playoff team, and that's still on the table. Like, we're right in the mix right now. We just have to come off this bye, and we have to start knocking off some of these stronger teams. We're going to enter a lot of the NFC South play with the Panthers coming up, the Saints coming up within the next couple games. I believe after the bye, we got Miami in Miami. So I don't see a reason why we shouldn't be able to knock off Miami, especially without, Tua, and they've really been struggling. I think the Miami Dolphins is only 1-4 at this point. So I feel like if we can continue to put it together, and these guys can continue to grasp the scheme, and the offensive line and defensive line continue to gel, and guys get healthy, because we should be getting back Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage, and these guys. We get these guys back, Marlon Davis, and you talked about it, the sky's the limits for this team. And that's pretty much all I'll say is we're seeing the improvements, and that's what it's about, improving and evolving week after the week. We want to be heading into the right direction towards the end of the season, like we seen in 2016, where we started off slow and we got on the run. If we can get on the run late in the season and be hot later on in the season, that'll really bode well for this young team.
That's a fact. Hey, Kay, we're gonna let you go because I see my
like a motherfucker.
But before we got that,
This dead dude here. This
son of a bitch.
He done got kidnapped by somebody. I can tell you that much.
I'm signing you up for WWE, bro. I'm signing you up soon.
Hey, wait, what happened? What's going on, people? Hey. Yeah. As far as this quarter season going, boy, like I said, it's still room for improvement always around. We still got some intricate details that we got to work on, but that is what you're doing as far as improvement. We have to be consistent. So if I give a letter grade of this first quarter season, I'm gonna give it a C+, only because of certain situational football that we didn't execute on that we know we have to get better at. But from what I've seen, Jalen Mayfield, he done shut a lot of people up. Matt Hennessy, he done shut some folks up. Alameda Zacchaeus, he done dropped some passes, but he done had some critical ones. Yeah. You see that.
Mm-hmm.
You see that. It's just all about. I'm trying to put this in the right way so I don't sound so politically correct. These motherfuckers is arriving.
Yeah, you don't gotta be politically correct. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, they're arriving. Now the main thing we have to do is we have to put 2 or 3 of these games together. Back to back to back. I don't know what people talking about. Me, Bray Wyatt, and K Styles just got here. I don't know what y'all talking about. I just got here. Go ahead to get that super chat going on, folks.
Hello. Ooh. That's a great stat to say. 91 Falcons started 2-3. Shouts out to Javon for the super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. They did. Hey, and the way this schedule is set up for the Falcons to gain momentum, to start trusting in their players. As Mike said last week, you got to trust your players in key situations, and that's what it's becoming. Arthur Smith is trusting who he got. We don't got Calvin Ridley. Let's give him a young phenom. Let's just feed him. Whatever we got to do, 9 for 10. That's the key stat. 1 missed completion to Cal Pitts. That's a key stat.
Hey, like I said, this is like you got a preview of seeing what this offense look like without Calvin Ridley. It looked like like I said, we got to see this for a couple games. If Calvin really doesn't come back the next game and we see this type of game again, is it going to be really that time?
You talking about like trading him? You think it might be?
No, I don't think they're going to trade him because I don't think they will trade. Well, we don't know. I don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know no more. Is it?
I haven't given up on Ridley, but like I said, he's got a lot to prove right now. And I'm gonna just leave it off with 2 words, and y'all know what I'm about to go with this, and y'all have already said it. Ayo! I told you so. I told you so. I'm out.
But you saw the whip move he did though, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, I told you that dude has a bigger wingspan than Kyle Pitts. So yeah, that wingspan is gonna be good.
Mike, tell me how you feeling, bro.
Exactly the way I felt when I started the season. Oh, I've been preaching this for a while now. I've been preaching it. Never, when we talk about how we go into the season, you never judge a coach by 1 game. It's play calling. Play calling is a game-by-game step. So when I hear people say, oh, he was a conservative this game, he was aggressive this game, this guy didn't do this game, none of that matters. Because what coaching is, how you become champions, is by adjustments. The lack of adjustments for the Atlanta Falcons for the past few years have been awful.
No, that's
the issue. So when I'm talking about coaching, and like from game to game, even to Calvin Ridley. I'm not down on Calvin Ridley. I still believe that he's a great receiver. I still believe that he can be a top 3 wide receiver in this game because he does have that skill set. But guess what? It's a game-to-game adjustments. So if you, from last year with a 1,300, you got to put up those same 1,300 in the next week, and then next year, and the next year after that. That's when we start talking about greatness. Is he worth it? Can he become that number 1 for the Falcons? It ain't about who believes in you. It's about what you're doing on the damn field. It's all about the numbers. Only people care about numbers. At the end of the day, it's all about the numbers. You can sit up and do all this talking and, oh, I'm going to tweet this and I'm going to tweet that. You end up like Tweety Bird.
Grass.
Tweet.
Nobody. Ain't playing.
Tweet.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I feel good about this team. This year for me, and I think I can speak for the rest of it. This was never about the playoffs for me. I just need to see progression.
Mm-hmm.
We saw what this coaching staff was under Dan Quinn. They never got any better than what they were in 2016. They got worse and worse and worse. There was no progress. So when I'm seeing Jalen Mayfield doing this thing, he growing up, Hennessy getting cussed out by Matt Ryan, he blessed Hennessy ass on that sideline. I just want everybody to know that. He blessed his ass on that sideline. He was looking directly at him and saying, "What the you doing?" Okay? That's what he was doing, the Hennessy. So at the end of the day, Matt Ryan is that dude, okay? Matt Ryan is that dude. Period, point blank. So let's get off my boy. A Hall of Fame legend. The end.
Hey, we got super chat in here, man. Blackheart. You're right, Mike. I have the same issues really that you have. Physicality. He has the skills, but is he willing to go get it? Great comment there, bro. And shouts out to you. AFN appreciate you for showing love, man. Always. $5. How you feel about that, Mike?
Like I said before, I believe Calvin really is a top 3 receiver in this league. You can't tell me that he's not a top 3 when you look at his skill set, his ability to catch the ball, to go get it. He's a touchdown machine. He has all that. But none of that crap matters if you're not doing it game to game, year by year. It's all about consistency. Julio Jones is one of the greatest receivers of all time because he consistently whooped ass, okay? I'm going to be just a little bit more animated this year. He consistently whooped that ass, all right? It's just like Mike Tyson. You stepped in that damn ring, your ass is getting knocked out. So that's what we're talking about greats, all right? Matt Ryan is a GOAT. Why? Because year after year, oh, is it because of Ronnie? Oh, is it because of Julio? Oh, is it because of Calvin Ridley? Oh, is it because of Tony Gonzalez? Oh, is it because of damn Muhammad Sanu? All them motherfuckers gone. And guess who's here, right? Still standing up on his throne, looking like Randy Orton with that pose. Period. Matt Ryan still going strong.
Hey, one thing we got to say, though. Listen, how many people stated Cordell Patterson couldn't be a receiver or couldn't be a running back? Each person that comes to Matt Ryan's presence that was trash on other teams, look how they spread out. You stated Muhammad Sanu, Taylor Gabriel, now Cordell Patterson. He has 5 touchdowns. This guy is averaging over 100 all-purpose yards throughout these games. And it's because a QB and an offensive coordinator have faith in him on offense. Matt Ryan ain't guessing no more. He throwing the middle of the field to Cordell. He throwing fade routes to Cordell. That is how you make your players better. You cannot say a lot of QBs don't do that. Only the greats make their players better. Drew Brees has done that on his team. Tom Brady has done that on his team. Matt Ryan has done that consistently over his years. No one can. You cannot lie. Jenkins, before Matt Ryan got there, he was trash. He was still trash, but he made some better plays when Matt Ryan was there. You can't say that. it's a lot of people he bring out the best of the players. Running backs. Tevin Coleman. What has Tevin Coleman done since he's left? What has Devontae Freeman done since he's left? I'm just naming people, guys, and he's making them look like all-pro type players with him. But let's get to the first quarter of the season for me. I think, like everybody said, it has been great improvement between the coaches and the players. I'm starting to see that the players on offense and defense is understanding where the coaches want them to be in situations. I like to see that. The players are seeing what they're watching in the film. They're going over the plays in practice, and they're knowing what they're seeing. Cordell has stated in one of his press conferences, I was expecting him to do it that way. That's how he did it on film. He did it that way, and he got abused. He got attacked. That's great film study by the coaches and the players. Week 1, we didn't do a good job blocking. Week 2, it was better blocking. Week 3 is better blocking. Week 4 and Week 5, they gave up a total of 1 sack in 2 games. Or maybe 2, if I'm not mistaken. It's 1 or 2. Washington got 1. I don't believe the Jets got a sack this week. So it's been 1 sack in 2 games. To a team that just had 7 sacks on Ryan Tannehill. Washington, their defensive tackles have been killing everybody.
Hold on. What you just say? Who that quarterback you just said?
Oh, Ryan Busserhill. Tannehill,
Busserhill. Wait a minute. You talking about the 5th best quarterback in the NFL?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, that guy.
I remember that. I remember that guy. They said that he was the next coming to Joe Montana. Yeah, I remember that guy.
Oh my. I mean, he's played okay this year, even without Arthur Smith. But Arthur Smith was the engine for him, and he still has Derrick Henry running. I think he's won ground air 2 of the 4 games. So I mean, is he really doing what he's supposed to do? I don't know. If we look at these stats, Matt Ryan's stats, it might be better. It might be better. All right, hey, let's talk about it now. 10 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. And whoever's ranking these QB rankings, y'all need to get it together. There's not 16 QBs better than Matt Ryan. We got to cut that now. Come on, man. What is that? I don't know who's doing these rankings on ESPN. Oh, hold on. I don't know if y'all see this. I said this earlier. All these analysts, who did that? I know they didn't do that to us.
Hey, I say keep it going.
Exactly.
Keep it going.
Those are 3 legends, though. Like, how y'all gonna disrespect like y'all know the game?
Hey, keep it going.
I'm starting to think we play better when no one expects us to win.
Like I said, keep it going.
We just fly under the radar and just take our wins, and then when we get 6-3 or 6-4, then they start paying us attention. I've never understood that about the NFL when it comes to the Falcons. They got to get that together. But us being 2-3, we should be 3-2 with that Washington. If we are 3-2, we're looking at a whole different season as far as this first quarter of the season. That would have been crazy going into the bye. But I'm cool with this offense and this defense gelling well going into the bye. We play Miami, and then we'll play the Panthers. We have a chance to pick up steam. The Panthers ain't looking too good, so we might be able to take over some. And they coming home. Hey, listen. All I need us to do is play better at home. In my honest opinion, we play so good away, and it just when we go home, it's more stagnant. It takes us longer to get touchdowns besides that Washington game. I just need us to play better at home. If we play better at home, this team is going to be different. I want that team, before we move into that new stadium, where Matt and the Falcons were you couldn't beat them at home. You already knew it. Chalk it up as a loss when you came to Atlanta. That's how I want this team to be. And I feel like with these players and with these coaches, it's going to get back to that steam. I think the first quarter is a C, like K-Style said. They will get better. I'm just looking for improvements throughout this season. But, hey, I got to talk to y'all, man. Oh, ho. I ain't even peep that. Richard Drake, what it do? For the 199. What's good, my brother? We don't need Sheffield trade him. Andrews a backup. We gotta see what that depth like first. I can't just trade Sheffield.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. You can't do that.
Exactly.
You don't give away pieces if you don't know what they do in this scheme. Like you can get, nobody would have thought the way that Isaiah Oliver played in Dan Quinn's scheme that he would be playing lights out. Not like if I'm gonna put a grade on anybody who was a star in Dean Pease, it's Grady Jarrett and it's Isaiah Oliver. They were mega stars in his defense. So I'm not ready to give up on Sheffield. Like I said, I give players 3 years to prove what they are. You are what you are after 3 years. All right. No more excuses after that. And Sheffield has not gotten the opportunity to really showcase his talent. We don't really even know what the hell his talent is because they put him against some of the best slot receivers in the game. That's not fair to him for a young guy. That's not fair. That's ignorant.
Yeah, I'm not trading Sheffield. How you feel about that, Drew?
I completely agree. I mean, for one, we seen Fabian Monroe go down in this last game, and I don't know how serious his injury was. He made a form tackle and got hurt, but I keep saying depth, strength in numbers. You need that depth. I was just looking at the Cowboys letting go of Jalen Smith, and I'm like, they tripping. I know Jalen Smith is not what he used to be, but you need as much depth with COVID going on and with injuries. You want injury away from him. Like, knock on wood, I'm not claiming nobody get injuries, but say that Michael Parsons goes down for the Cowboys. Then what? You know what I'm saying? So you always want to have that depth. So I'm not getting rid of nobody, especially now that Isaiah Oliver is gone pretty much. It looks like he's gone for the year. We need as much depth in that secondary as possible. And you want players that have been there through training camp. Like a lot of people overlook when you have players that's went through the full training camp. He's been, studying the playbook and stuff like that. We've seen what the Falcons look like when you try to bring guys off the street in the middle of the year. Like we've seen the year when Keanu Neal went down, Ricardo Allen went down, and we got Jonathan Cyprian and just pulled some random guys off the street. It was busted coverages all over the place. Y'all remember that Monday Night Football game against the Green Bay Packers where guys was just laying on the ground, guys were running, 4 guys running wide open. Like, yeah. No,
technically, it was 5.
Okay, 5. Yeah. The whole secondary was on the ground and 5 guys were just running wide open.
Hold on, was that the game where he had Jalen Hawkins blitzing from the free safety position? You talking about last year game or you talking about 2018?
Yeah, it was last year. I think it was last year.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was nasty. That was nasty.
Yeah. It was in Lambeau when we got blown out, and we were looking terrible because they were trying to bring guys off the street. Because if you notice with this Dean Pease scheme, what I'm noticing, even when they bring a guy in, like when they brought in Mike Pennell, they don't let these guys usually play that first week they come in. They give those guys time to get acclimated to the system, which is the way you should go about doing it. So I just love the way that these guys are going about it. They're very smart. Compared to our old coaching staff, they just understand they have a certain system. Like even with Richie Grant, if this would have been Dan Quinn, we seen Dan Quinn play rookies. Like right off the bat, he didn't give guys a chance to develop. I think they're doing the right thing because we seen these guys were confident. When we needed those guys to step up, Richie Grant and Jalen Hawkins looked excellent in this last game. And even Darren Hall, for the most part, the guys that played, the young guys look excellent, but it was because they've been developing in this scheme. They're at practice. They're developing. They're under Deron Harmon, Eric Harris, in that room with those guys, learning the scheme. So when they do get called upon, when their numbers called, them guys are stepping up. So I think that they're doing a good job of not putting too much on these young guys' plates. As Mike was talking about with Sheffield, we really didn't give him a chance. He came in his rookie year, hit the ground running, and kind of was like starting pretty much. Playing that nickel role. So I feel like give these guys a chance to develop. Like Mike said, I say give players at least through their rookie contract to see what they are and actually play them. Because we know our last regime, we would get guys that were rookies, but they never would play. So we still wouldn't know what they are.
We still don't know what damn Dieter Sinat is. Man, I'm still trying to figure out what he look like, to be honest. Never saw him.
Quadra Olsen, the same thing. Right. I seen him on the sideline at the London game, but I'm like, we ain't seen a good dose of Quadra Olsen. Other than in his rookie year where he got a couple goal line snaps, We don't know what that kid is because we didn't have him on the team for about 4 years, 4 years, and he was always inactive.
Hey, one thing I was gonna say though, I know y'all noticed it. Based on Washington last week, this week we didn't have no busted coverages. Did y'all peep that? And they tried. They tried to go deep passes multiple times. It just wasn't open. He was looking like, damn, ain't nobody open.
Proclamation real quick. Let me make this because I don't think people heard me the first time I said this. But I really like Jalen Hawkins at that strong safety position. He's athletic. He is a great blitzer, as we know. And he just has an eye for making the play. If he can continue to get that toolage from Dean Pease, this guy has all the physical makeup to be a Pro Bowl safety.
He does.
But he had to continue to develop his mind first. It all begins in the mind because the safeties are the eyes of the defense. Just like the middle linebacker is the eyes for the front four, he's the eyes of that secondary. So he has to be the signal caller. So if he continues to learn how and what Dean Pease wants from his safeties, that guy's going to be a hell of a player. I'm not saying he's going to be a Pro Bowler, but if he continued to be to improve, he has that physical makeup to be a Pro Bowl. Because, like I said, he's fast, he can hit, he's a great blitzer. He's a ball hawk. When you see, like, he had almost 2 opportunities just this year to pick one out, and I think he got 1 pick, but the other one he dropped. So he has the dude has it to be a strong safety. I think he's going to be. Watch out, all right. I think he can be the starting safety for Dean Pease and the Atlanta Falcons team.
Hey, I call them the young gunners, Chris and Neef. That's what they're gonna be until they get their shine on. Then they're gonna go to the Clips. Mm-hmm. Hey, both of them had created big turnovers in college. Jalen Hawkins and Richie Grant. Mm-hmm. So with these safeties, these old school safeties, y'all better get your hands on the football more and catch them. Because these young players, they coming, they hungry, they want money too, they want to win too, they want playing time, and it's showing. If they got time to study Dean Pease's system, and Dean Pease, like Drew said, he's not rushing nobody to go out there. If your ass ain't ready, you're gonna sit down and wait. Ayo is just he's I think he's a physical practice athlete that goes out there and trains and practice in and out. So that's why he got more film. That's why they say, oh, we got to play this guy. We see something. But Richard Dre, he said something else, another 199. Well, he might not see the field. I don't see it. You got to think, Kendall Sheffield runs a 4.3, bro. Kendall Sheffield has made plays for us before. He just has injury issues. He don't stay on the field long enough. We haven't seen Kendall Sheffield. If he made plays in Dan Quinn's system, I can guarantee you he can make plays in Dean Pease's system. Dean Pease is going to put him in position to make plays. Dan Quinn don't give a shit if you make plays or not. Honestly, that's what I thought when he kept running cover 3, knowing they shouldn't be running cover 3. Dean Pease is going to run what best works for this team.
I don't know who said this, but somebody brought up the fact that Dean Pease doesn't give up deep plays. And that plays into his hands. He doesn't allow his DBs to get beat deep. That's why he's seeing Richie Grant. That's why he's seeing Harmon and Eric Harris. Those guys, they playing so far off, and they're using their athleticism to make plays on the ball, to come back to the ball. And that's where that 4.3 speed come in hand. Like, you allowing these guys to be athletes. When you allow them to be athletes, they're in their natural element. So when they're in the natural element, that playmaker, that playmaker skill set get activated. And that's when you start to see guys like even Felipe Franks. You see him, he playing tight end, he running the ball, he running that read option with the Falcons. You see what the hell going on with Cordero Patterson. The dude is like, this man look like he's a rookie all over again because he's allowing these guys to get in position to do what they do, to be athletes.
Well, I got a question for you, Kay and Drew. How y'all feel about the way they've been able to use Cordell Patterson in this scheme.
I think
I take it first. Go ahead, Kay.
I think it's the perfect blend. Because, like I said, you necessarily don't have to have him be the number one receiver. Mm-hmm. Let him be the football player. I mean, like I said, it's been working so far. Like I said, you don't have to force 7-8 balls on him every game. Let him be Matt Ryan's security blanket.
Mm-hmm.
And then we think about the running game. He's a kick returner for a reason. He's got vision. I didn't know he had vision like that, but like that. The main thing is you're using him perfectly right now. Like I said, you just want to get the ball in his hands by any means. Like I said, you don't have to give it to him 20 times a game. Like I said, give him in small spurts like they kept doing. 12 times a game, maybe something like that. But the one thing I love about it is when he's on the field, it doesn't give away the play. It doesn't give away the play.
21 touches, Kay. He got 21 touches yesterday or Sunday.
21 touches. But the thing about it is, think about how they're using them. Mm-hmm. Line him in the backfield, you got a running back. You flank him out wide, he's a threat right there. And what that does now is it helps. And like I said, I understand they tried to throw that running back pass last time. I don't know if that was a misconception play because nobody was open on that side.
That was a communication.
That was a miscommunication because every route went one way and he went the other way. If Baltimore caught a concussion, boy, had the whole city of Atlanta had the 6%ers like, oh shit, no, no. But
I was on the TV like, man, damn, man, get out the work, man. Get him back in the game.
Yeah, but like I said, as much as we talk about Cordell Patterson. Like I said, I have to, and like I said, I have to give props up to two guys on this offense right now. That's Keith Smith and Lee Smith.
I thought you were gonna say Lindstrom.
What you talking about? I ain't even drunk none yet. I ain't drunk none. I got my feng shui candle. I got my beads on today. I feel good.
Okay.
But just let you know. But think about it. And Twisted, you said something earlier as well. You said something earlier as well about that Mike Davis and that goal line snap. Think about the 3rd and 1s we've been converting this year.
Mm-hmm.
Who's leading the charge on those 3rd and 1s? Keith. Who's getting those little dump off passes? They ain't getting no yak yardage, but he's getting those.
Lee Smith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, hold on, okay, you gotta look at this picture though, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, how is Mike Davis jumping over him like that mid-play though?
Shit, he's like, hop over, motherfucker. I got a lane for you. Hey. But this is what we talk about the players when we talked about splash plays and like plays that don't show up or not really the sexy stats or nothing like that. These are the type of like guys that specialize in that. Because Twisted, I got a question for you, and I've been asking it all week. Lee Smith, Luke Stalker.
I don't even think that's a question. Lee Smith for 200, please. Did you see that play action call with Matt Ryan where he rolled out and Lee Smith blocked for a quick second and got off wide open in the middle of the field?
Yeah.
Luke Stafford would have dropped that.
He toe tapped on the outside. Right now, Lee Smith is literally 40 yards away from a career high in receiving yards.
He getting that for sure.
I didn't realize that dude was that big. I saw him up the next to Kyle Pitts. I was like, whoa.
Why you think we call him the Mountain Man for a reason?
Well, I knew he was big, but when he was Kyle Pitts 6'6", 245, he's no little dude himself. But when I saw him standing, I was like, okay, yeah, this is a big this is a man out there, bro. That's a grown ass man. That dude is a monster. So Lee Smith, I hate it for them. It's almost like an extra offensive lineman now. Almost like an extra tackle.
Because
he looks good with this offense, bro. What are you gonna say, Kay?
But because if you actually like if you paid attention to how they got the formations now, is they got the twin. They ran a lot of those twin tight sets, but what they did was, hold on. Yeah. Let me get one real quick. Like I said, if you saw those twin tight end sets, did you see that the way that they did it was, you would think that the flanker would be on the outside tight end, but they had Kyle Pitts in the inside flanking.
Mm-hmm. That motion they kept doing, yeah.
Yeah, and you had Lee Smith right down the line crashing inside. So he's holding. So, like I said, this is a good trio of tight ends we got right now. You literally have a tight end who's a wide receiver. You have a tight end who's a special, like a hybrid type tight end. Then you got the Mountain Man. What more can you ask for?
Hey, they look good. Hey, Richard Dre did another one. Shouts out to Richard. Hey, shouts out to you, brother. What's your Twitter name on your IG so I can get you some followers on there, brother? Appreciate you giving us another $1.99. Teams gonna be confused against our O in a minute. Most definitely. I think teams are starting to figure out, like, damn, they getting their momentum. Y'all gonna have to watch out for this team. They running the ball and passing.
That's exactly the perfect segue into my question for you guys, because I'm noticing, again, I'm always looking at the small intricate details. There's been a very minor adjustment to this offense, and if you guys have not paid attention to it, the tight ends do this little thing where they kind of shift early and you can't really tell if they're jumping off or so. It's like it's forcing the defensive line to kind of sit back and wait to see what the offense is doing first, because he and Kyle Pitts, like, they do this little thing where they shift and then they shift back or they shift to the other side. Like, it's that small indicator. You don't know if he's hiking the ball or who's going to be where, but it's that small thing that he's doing that he put that tweak into the offense. That's why I say Arthur Smith is probably one of the most brilliant young coaches in the game right now, because he looks at that little small tweak is something that is big. So what you guys, is that something that you guys think, is kind of help contributing to the protection of the offensive line?
That's why I was talking about with the K-Style situation, how they kept motioning left and right, because you don't know if it's a run or pass either. So that's creating separation for the tight end if they do decide to go out for a route. So I like that scheme. And Arthur Smith is making it to where these guys are getting open. They getting open. The first 2 weeks we was complaining about receivers getting open. These guys are getting open. Consistently too. Tajay Sharp, he had a couple third down receptions. Zacchaeus could have had multiple third down receptions. Hayden Hurst, Lee Smith, everybody's getting involved, man. And it makes a team unstoppable if you don't know who to guard. You can go in the game plan, I'm going to stop CP this week. Okay, Kyle Pitts is going to eat. And what you going to do about it? And if you got a QB that's precision, that's throwing in the middle of the field, he's throwing in between three people. And that play action game, hey, that's Matt bread and butter. If that play action is on, go ahead and sit your player down and say, we had a good game. We didn't know what to expect. Because them linebackers was guessing throughout that whole game. I don't know if I'm running. I don't know if I'm passing. And Kyle Pitts was eating them alive. Back to back, post routes, slant routes. It's hard to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we all know Arthur Smith is one of the smartest offensive minds in the game, young offensive minds in the game. But Mike hit the nail on the head. Like I always talk about the motion. In this game, we've seen Zacchaeus running a lot in motion, a lot of the little jet sweeps and stuff like that. We've seen him running, and it's all about eye discipline. It does slow you down as a linebacker or even a defensive end because you have to figure out where the ball is. Like, is he getting ready to hand the ball? Who has the ball? It's a lot of, especially like you were saying, Twisted, with the, fake handoffs by Matt Ryan and stuff like that. They don't know what to do. And that's how we were able to get that deep pass to Kyle Pitts and how we were able to get that deep touchdown against Washington with CP going for that 40-yard touchdown. They bid on the Kyle Pitts, hook route, and over the top on that skinny post was CP. So I just feel like you said, the small intricate details, and we're seeing another thing from game in and game out, the adjustments. Mike talked about it early in the show. It's all about game-to-game adjustments. Like, you're not going to see the same thing week in and week out. And that's one thing that I really like about, as much as we're talking about the offense look better without Calvin Ridley, it looked better without a guy like Russell Gage. Those guys give you the ability to be flexible on offense. Because the way that our offense is set up, we can go heavy one game, like we seen in this last game, where Kyle Pitts is pretty much playing the wide receiver, and you got 3 tight end sets the whole game, and you use, going heavy, and then you can go another game and you can spread them out, put Calvin Ridley out there, put Zacchaeus out there, put Tajay Sharp out there, and you don't have to run your 3 tight end sets. So we're very versatile, and from week to week, just like how Dean Pease said his defense up front is going to be multiple. It's the same thing with our offense. Our offense is multiple. Because I remember in the first game, I think it was against the Eagles, you seen Davis in the backfield and Cordell Patterson in the backfield at the same time. So it's different. It's a lot of different things you can do with this offense. We haven't even seen like the pistol where you can put Russell Gage in the backfield and let him throw the ball like we used to do with Muhammad Sanu. So it's so much, so many different things you can do with this offense. And K-Styles talked about it coming into the season when we were doing our draft show, that they picked a lot of players that are versatile. And that's the same thing we're seeing on the offense and defense. You don't know what these guys are. What is Russell Gage? Is he a quarterback? Is he a wide receiver? What is Kyle Pitts? Is he a receiver? Is he a tight end? We have a lot of athletes, football players. What is Cordell Patterson? Because sometimes when they're on the field, it's like, what personnel are they in? Are they in 22 personnel? What person? Because CP can line up anywhere. So it makes it difficult for the defense to kind of figure out what are they doing from week to week. You're never going to know because we're so multiple, and you never know who's going to even be playing. Like Arthur Smith talked about it. He said it's hard for these players to even get a helmet from week to week because we don't know. We're going to base it off of it. So that makes it tough on the opposing team. They could be studying one thing. Like if you studying this jet tape, if you're the Miami Dolphins, who knows? Because if Ridley come back and Russell Gage come back, you could see a totally different offense. We might not even run that heavy set again. And
you saw what he did versus them in training camp.
Yeah.
This might be his game to get his confidence back.
Man, exactly. This offense is going to be so sick when Ridley get his stuff together. I fully expect him to get together because, like I said, he's way too talented to be playing like this. Even it was like I said, everybody goes through that transition as a player where you doubt yourself at some point. This is just that time for him. I fully expect him to go, but like at the end of the day, I don't give excuses to people who have been in the league more than 4 years, and especially who's as talented as him. That's the way we should have it. Like even Matt Ryan was playing like crap. The reason why we don't quote unquote give Matt Ryan a hard time because you rarely see back-to-back games where he's throwing 3 interceptions and 4 interceptions. So it's like, do we really get on Matt Ryan for having a 3? Even Matt Ryan's bad games, it's still a good game. That's the thing with Matt Ryan. He can throw 3 interceptions, but he had 3 touchdowns, or he had 2 touchdowns, and he has 200 and 300 yards. So is it really a bad game? You know what I'm saying? Like, to his standards, it's a bad game. And that's where the dilemma is for Matt Ryan. Where do you draw the line? Is it a bad game or is it just a Matt Ryan bad game? You know what I'm saying? It really is a fine line. It's a thin line when it comes down to Matt Ryan.
I mean, I'm not giving Matt no flack at the end of the day because he's playing what the hell he got out there. I mean, it's not like it's glamour every time Matt Ryan step out there. 1 week Julio ain't playing, another week Calvin ain't playing. Like, and he don't complain. He go out there and he hype his other players up. Listen, these guys they're gonna go out there. They're gonna step up. They're gonna make plays. He's gonna show them that he has trust in them, and that's what you pay a quarterback all that money for. I don't care, man. I'm sorry. That's what we're paying him for. We're paying him to be a leader and lead these men to the promised land. That's what he's trying to do at the end of the day. New drop. Shouts out to you, man. Rise Up AFN. Appreciate you for the $2 chat, bro. Appreciate you, my brother. Mike, I was going to say, I've been looking for this for a minute, though. With these 2 running backs being out there, I like this type of set because it just changes what you think might. We can run a little screen off this easily. We can run a post route to Cordell easily. Like, it's so many ways to orchestrate this offense. Do you think this offense can hit another level as far as when Calvin really comes back? And what do you see the offense expanding to moving forward?
I'm not saying this because, well, fuck it. I'll just say it. I'm biased. Right? The hell with what y'all think. This offense will be unstoppable because there's nothing you can defend. You can't defend Cordero Patterson because he's a running back and he's a receiver in one body. You can't defend Kyle Pitts because he's just too damn good. And you cannot defend Matt Ryan because he doesn't hold the ball for 3, 4, 5 seconds. He gets rid of that thing. So the offensive line is improving. We're seeing Jalen Mayfield and Jake Matthews. I don't know if you guys been paying attention. Them dudes are pancaking the hell out of people over there. They hitting the ground over there, okay? Those dudes are hitting the damn ground. So you got that physicality, you got the finesse, and Calvin Ridley, you got the, I don't even know what the hell to call Kyle Pitts. I like he's just it. He's just it. That's all Kyle Pitts is. You cannot defend him. He's physical. He's learning how to block as a tight end, and that right there, that little thing right there, just him learning how to block is going to make this offense unstoppable. And not to mention that, pick that picture right back up. Pick that picture right back up. I want to take y'all back to elementary. All right, I want to take y'all back to Kyle Pitts, the Kyle Pitts picture.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Let me count for y'all. All right, I don't know if y'all know how to count, but I see 1, 2, 3. 3 people around 1 person. So if you get Calvin Ridley back, Calvin Ridley is 1-on-1 or wide open. What you gonna do, brother? What you gonna do, my brother? That's the question.
And 1 person can't bring him down either. This is what's showing me something. I got you, Kate. One more time. Let me say this. This is what's showing me something, bro. The way he's catching the ball away from his body, going through traffic, his eyes are on the football. He's not worried about getting tackled. That's one thing I can see from him. And it's hard for rookies to do that at a young age. Not worry about getting hit. That joke, I ain't worried about that. He catching the ball. Oh, I'm good. Let's go to the next play. You see him doing this? I'm good. And he's starting to fit himself. I don't know if y'all noticed, after he caught that second in the middle, he did this like he was in college. That means he's going to take over the game. And he just put up a post on IG. I'm feeling myself. It's time to take over. So, hey, I ain't said he said it. He said it. What you going to say, Kate?
So, my question would be is when Ridley does come back, do you think he will be better suited as the slot in this offense right now?
You call who you asking? Oh, go ahead.
I think he will. Like I said, see, the one thing that was good about Ridley sitting out this game, trust me, he was watching the game, and one thing good about it is the Falcons got to win. So all of that pressure that he was feeling, like, man, I got to beat Julio, I got to be that guy. He's seeing that he has help on his team. He's seeing that his other teammates can step up. So when you see you got other guys that's riding with you, because he already knew Julio was a dog, but now you see Kyle Pitts out there making one-handed spectacular catches. You see him out there balling. If you're a real dog and you see another dog out there eating, you're gonna want to get out there on the yard and bite somebody. When you see another dog attacking, if you got any type of dog in you, trust me, when he was watching that game, you see your playmakers out there making plays. If really got any kind of dog in him, he want to get back fast because he want to prove like, man, Kyle Pitts about to be the man if I don't get back. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you need to sit out of a game to see that other guys can step up. When you see that, then that takes some of that pressure off of you. So I really feel like this game, with Kyle Pitts kind of having that breakout game, it's going to take some of that pressure off of Ridley, where he doesn't feel like I got to be the man, because Kyle Pitts showed that I can be the man. If you don't step up, I will. So sometimes when you see somebody else ball out, it's like, well, dang, okay, maybe I can just fall back into the role that I was playing when Julio was here, because Kyle Pitts pretty much proved that he can play similar role to what Julio was doing. I can go across the middle. As Twisted said, I'm unafraid. I don't care if I got 3-4 bodies around me. I'm going to catch the ball away from my body. I'm not afraid to take that big hit. So to be honest, it's all up to Arthur Smith. And trust me, Arthur Smith is like the mad scientist. No pun intended. He's right now drawing up different plays. Let me see what I can figure out. Let me see how I can use Ridley. Let me see how I can get him involved in this offense. So I definitely think that Ridley, that's why I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm done talking about Calvin Ridley, because I know Arthur Smith sees, what did our coaches say when they first came here? We're not going to make them play our system. We're going to do what they do best. So they see, trust me, when they watching tape, they see Ridley running away from contact. They watching that and they're saying, okay, we can't put him in this predicament anymore because he's afraid to get hit. So we're going to put Kyle Pitts in that position. We're not going to put you in a situation where you're afraid. They're going to do whatever he does best. If you're a good coach, if you're a great coach, you're not going to put a guy that's scared across the middle. You're just not going to draw off a play like that. So I feel like if Arthur Smith's a great coach and we're talking about these adjustments, he's going to adjust, and that's what K Styles is talking about. I guarantee you're going to see him in the slot. I guarantee when Ridley's out there, you're going to see more bunch formations, because they understand that he's afraid to go across the middle. He's afraid to do those type of routes. So what you're going to see Ridley do is those out routes and those dig routes and those deep patterns. That's what you're going to see.
Back routes, yeah.
You're not going to see him running across the middle. We ain't got to worry about it.
But yeah, that could that's what I was thinking too, because when y'all was talking about the formation shifts, and I don't know if y'all also paid attention to how they got a lot of these formation shifts now. Because even with Mike Davis on there, they're lined up outside and flanking next to the quarterback. I don't know if y'all noticed that as well. So you're getting the 5 wide, but like I said, it's different when you got Cordero Patterson and Mike Davis out there. But with Cordero Patterson, you got the 5 wide, and they flanking him next to Matt Ryan. Like I said, you don't know what the hell is gonna happen. A screen can happen.
Then I'll tell y'all, I was a scheme guy. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but this is the reason why the Falcons are passing the ball a lot during the second half, because he's throwing that little wrinkle in. That little wrinkle is putting Mike Davis out as a receiver, and he's attacking those corners and forcing those corners to tackle. That right there is all about physicality. Again, it's all about wearing the opponent down. So, this dude, like I said, this dude is just evil, man. He's a mastermind.
It did, like you said, with Mike Davis being flanked outside. That's the perfect motion guy to see if they in a zone or not.
Every time. Yeah.
That's the perfect guy.
And that's what you want to have, bro. When you go out there as Matt Ryan lines up, that motion tells, all right, they're in man zone. All right, well, let's see what the weakness is. And it's making it more easier for Matt Ryan to get straight to his reads and for receivers to know where the open void is. If they didn't run that play to Pitts, that deep play down the field last week, they wouldn't know if it would have worked again. You got to take chances to see what's going to best fit versus these defensive coverages. And if you're gonna play my offense like this, where you're gonna have both your safeties that close to the line, you deserve your ass whooped. You deserve to get what you got, and that's how you got to do it. Arthur Smith, take what they give you. That's all we can ask for from a coordinator. Take what they give you, and that's what Matt Ryan's doing. If the check down is open, I'm checking it down. I got 2 athletes that know how to break tackles and make plays on their own. Hell, Lee Smith breaking tackles. If you can't tackle Lee Smith, how you gonna tackle the other ones? The only reason why people say him Wrigley is because he was running away from tackles himself. He could have made even better plays in all honesty in those weeks he was playing. So, hey, Arthur Smith, man, like Mike said, we got to continue to watch him throughout these weeks and see him grow. I like how Arthur Smith is feeling after he make plays, too. He talking shit. If you watched the mic'd up last week, he said, man, damn, Cordell, they're going to think you're on my fantasy team. He said, I better be. Like, he already know Cordell already know what to expect from Arthur Smith. He knew that from training camp. That's why he came there. These players know what they're getting from this coach. They want to be put in position to make money. And that's what a coach's job is, to make you be in position to win and make money. Hey, do y'all want to do some Q&As? Let's see what the fans got real fast, man. Let's see what they talking about. I appreciate y'all joining, first of all. Let's discuss this. Heavy hitters came on Twisted Torch show today. They took off. They ain't even be on the camera. I called in an order and said, hey, y'all got to come on Twisted today. We going to talk. And that's what they did. They showed love to Twisted. So make sure y'all subscribe to all their channels. K-Styles, Bad Mike, Jude Talk Sports. Subscribe to all their channels. Everybody on AFN knows how to put that work in and sets that groundwork, guys. So subscribe to all our channels. Follow us on Twitter. You know we talk crazy on Twitter, too. I don't care what you say on Twitter. You can holler at me. I talk to everybody. Twitter, IG, subscribe to all of our channels, bro. We appreciate y'all as usual. Give us some Q&As, though, before we go. Y'all got any Q&As? Y'all got any more questions y'all might want to ask?
Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to think. Okay, so Twisted, I got a question for you, man.
Talk to me.
Okay, so I know we've kind of already talked about it, but I gotta put the name out here. I had to light up my. I had to light my second candle up right quick because I was about to say, but these bees wasn't gonna work enough for me. Tyler Davidson. We call him Stevie B. Stevie B. That's what we're gonna call. No. The reason why I asked about that is, did you notice? I don't know if a lot of people know. Did you notice that Tyler Davidson wasn't on the field that often in that second half?
They was using Graham more.
They was using Graham, and Mike Pennell was out there guarding screens at 330 pounds.
Bro, let me see if I got that. I think I had that. Wait, yeah, he was moving. That's a big man.
Right.
No, it wasn't this. This was Ballard on this play. I like the effort by these defensive ends, man. Tyler Davidson, it's your time to go.
That was him in that picture, Twisted, you just put up. Mike Pennell with the one arm on.
Yeah, the one arm.
Tripping.
Yeah, that was the one arm tap.
That's a grown man, bro.
That's
Look at him. There. That's a grown man. Hey, Grady wearing off on these people, bro. Grady is wearing off on these people. They're actually being hungry and chasing plays down. I know, Kay, I know you know. That's what we're supposed to be doing on that D-line. I don't give a damn. You get blocked, you get up, and you keep scraping. Pursue.
Keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep going, bro. That's how you earn your money.
Tyler, your ass is gone. I don't like cursing like that. Tyler, you is grass. You're going to be on the bench for a while. I'm telling you now. Tyler and Steven Means, hey, yo, got a sack. We finally got Pennell, who looks better in this 3-4 defense anyway, because he's meant to take on blocks for the linebackers to scrape and get after the plays. Pennell is better than Tyler Davidson. I don't see nothing he does. I don't see nothing. Even Steven Means got close to the QB this week. I was surprised at that. But Ayo finna take your shine. I can see it now. Even Jacob, we talk about pursue, right? He fell. He missed the tackle, fell, got up, and went for the QB. Got the sack. If I see intensity and energy like that week in and week out, there's no chances for you losing games that much, bro. Because you're competing. When you compete, you ain't worried about the score. You worry about getting after that thing in front of you every chance you get. And that's what they got. Dean Pease is telling them. That's why he got the eyes. Hey, I don't care. I don't know if y'all seen Varsity Blues. I'm sure all the OGs have seen Varsity Blues. Mm-hmm. Anytime that coach got bad and he'll snap on you in a heartbeat, that's how I like my coaches. Run these laps. Get it on out the way. I ain't finna play no games with you. Straight up. So, hey, they hungry, bro. I like the defense, bro. I think it's time for Tyler. He's made enough money on Atlanta over these past 3 years to do nothing. So I'm thankful we're getting depth. We're finally getting players open for Dean Pease the way he's trusting them and getting them out there. Ryan S. Games, how do y'all feel about our special team coverage unit? I'm gonna let y'all go. I talked about that earlier. I don't even want to talk about that right now.
It needs some work, but that's what the bye week is for. Mm-hmm. Like I said, what it is that you got. And the one thing a lot of people don't understand about kick coverage is if one guy is out of his gap, that's all it. All it takes is one guy to miss a gap.
That's it.
That's it. And that was Tevin Coleman that ran that thing back on us this past Sunday.
I'm glad he didn't score.
Oh yeah. I was about to say, that's two. Like I said, that was 2 weeks in a row that they gave up. They gave up a long kick return after halftime. So it's just about it's all up here now. Well, like I said, that's really what special teams is, up here and gap discipline. Because if you missing one of those two, gone. Shout out to the king. I know Russell Wilson. I know he hurt right now, so they got to deal with Geno Smith right now.
Yeah, I think that's my homie Harold. What's good, brother? I think he's a Seahawks fan. I think that's him. Yeah, it's a tough loss for them. That's 6 games. Sierra gonna make sure he get back right though.
Exactly.
He'll be right soon.
Whoa. Geno still playing? He's still in the league?
Yep.
That guy was a first-round draft pick, bro. What happened to him?
I forgot he was in the league. I ain't gonna lie to you. I swear I didn't know he was still in the league.
You got to remember, guys had knocked out by that lineman for taking his money, and that was it for him.
Dang,
bro, I swear to God, I did not know that dude was still in the league.
Yeah, he didn't look too bad, but like I said, that's only just coming in at spot up duty. You gotta see how it looks.
Hey, Geno was balling.
Nobody saying that.
Hey, the fake C-Red. Hey, I almost wanted to jump off the screen when they did my boy Matty Ice like that. The dude dove at his ankles. What is that? That's Bushwick League, bro. He ain't gonna slap his hand like he ain't know he did it. Come on, dog. You can't. No, we can't. I can't have that, bro. Bro. He lucky he didn't get thrown out the game. He lucky Chris Lister didn't come see about him. That's unacceptable, bro. You can't. We don't have no Bushwick players like that. You don't never see our players trying to hurt nobody, bro. He was kicking their ass that bad. They said we gotta get him out the game.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
That's unacceptable.
Thank God he had that brace on, because that brace. Whew.
Boy, I just say that. But here's a question here that I actually wanted to ask too, and Bird Gang kind of hit it. But basically, he was saying, why do you think Michael Walker hasn't really been on the field?
I'm gonna say it again. Dean Pease, they're looking at these guys in practice. Like every player has a role, but they have to figure out what he does well. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that he did that ticked off Dean Pease in that game against Washington, and they broke it down. If you go back and look at it on that play where Deion Jones missed the tackle on McKissick, that play that they scored the game-winning touchdown on. Michael Walker was not playing his assignment. When the quarterback went to run, he got out of his zone and started chasing the quarterback. And one thing that Dean Pease hates, he talked about it in the first game. Guys have to play their assignments. We keep talking about Steven Means and these veteran guys. One thing that Dean Pease has to know that if he can rely on you to do your job. He was in New England for a reason. New England says, do your job. I don't care. Stay in your gap. And sometimes Michael Walker, he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. He's a great athlete. I love Michael Walker. But one thing about Michael Walker is sometimes he's undisciplined. Yeah. That play, he was undisciplined, and it kind of cost the game. Like, as much as we blame Deion Jones, because I put the onus on Deion Jones because I've seen him make that tackle look routine. But technically, Michael Walker got out of his zone. And that's what made Deion Jones, he took a bad angle on the tackle to go get McKissick. Even though it still was, at the end of the day, I'm blaming Deion Jones because Deion Jones is making top dollar. Deion Jones is the leader of this defense, or one of the leaders on this defense. And another thing, if you go look at that play where Deion Jones missed that tackle, McKissick acted like he was going to come back inside, and he hesitated. And then he tried to dive, and he just went up the sideline. And they always teach you don't let somebody get outside of you. You want to you always want to force somebody towards the defense, infield. You don't want to allow them to get outside of you. So that was just it was not a fundamental play by Deion Jones. But as far as Michael Walker, I think they're really trying to find a role for him. He's playing a lot of special teams, but I still don't think that they trust him to be disciplined. I think that they should use him as a blitzer because that's what he likes to do. You've seen on that play, he got antsy. He tried to go after Taylor Heineke, who was breaking the pocket. So I say use Michael Walker in his strength. To me, just looking at the tape of Michael Walker, what he is able to do, I would use him as a blitzer. Especially now that Isaiah Oliver's not out there. When you run those zone blitzes, I would put him on the edge. I would act like he's going to drop back in coverage, and I would just blitz him from the blind side and just let him go get the quarterback, especially when you're playing these quarterbacks that like to run, because Michael Walker is a guy who can pocket because he's athletic enough to do it. But I think that's the real reason he's not playing, because there's certain times when he does get on the field, he's not being disciplined. He, at least in that play, he wasn't disciplined, and I think that really ticked Dean Pease off.
Yeah, I see they cheered. They saw it.
Yeah, baby.
Let's get it.
Oh yes.
Let's get it.
Oh yeah.
Dodgers, we want our rematch. Dodgers, we want our rematch.
Yeah, we watching the game. We watching the game, y'all. So excuse us, Brave fan. We watching the game. That's all.
Hey, Jude, that was a great point, bro. I forgot all about that Malik Walker, so I gotta go back and see that part. And I did peep that Deion Jones, how he kind of froze him a little bit, but he knows his objective is to keep him inside for the extra people to come. But Malik Walker, that does make sense now that you think about it, because he rolled out the other way and then threw it. I was like, how is he so damn open? But then you think about it, Malik Walker blitz, that's his zone, and that's probably a pick. That's probably a tackle. And the guy has been missing field goals all game.
Right.
Yeah. But at
even I can't blame Michael Walker because they was breaking contain all game. So I understand why Michael Walker went for the quarterback, because it's like he was gonna run for a first down, but he ended up giving a touchdown up. So it's like, do you want to give up a touchdown or do you want to give up a quarterback getting 5 yards on that play?
Facts. Hey, we gotta go ahead and end it, man. The game is getting a little expensive. The ninth inning. We had almost 180 people online, guys.
LV free. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, Freddie is the GOAT, man. He looking for a new contract. Let's go ahead and get this win for Freddie free. But hey, shouts out to everybody that jumped on in the chat. We appreciate y'all once again. Make sure y'all subscribe to all the channels. Make sure y'all stay locked in. Are we still doing the meet and greet, Mike? November 7th? Are we still doing that, Miss Maggie?
No, that's been canceled. We'll get more information on that later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if we can't, we can find another place to do something. I just want to meet the fans too. I know y'all want to meet the fans. I'm anxious to see that. So shouts out to y'all. Make sure y'all lock in. Go to Game Pass and watch some film now. before y'all come in the chat so we can both see the same thing. Tell me what you see from the old clips and bring it back to the channels. We don't want to hear some crazy people saying stuff and they ain't watched the game over. I saw what happened the other day with Kay and Mike. Hey, fans.
Man, I'm innocent. I ain't do nothing to nobody. I'm innocent.
No, that's why I said the fans. Fans, we got to listen. Listen to what we're saying, guys. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't say this, that. Just listen, and we gonna listen to you. We're not here to judge you. If you want to come on the channel to discuss real football, not being arrogant, not being rude on somebody else's platform, just come on, show love, and state your piece. We're more than welcome to listen to everything you guys got to say. So shouts out to the fans. I'm done, man. Subscribe to Twisted Torch. Subscribe to K-Style. Subscribe to Jew Talk. Subscribe to Mad Mike the Scientist. I'm done. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say?
Hey, only thing I gotta say. Be free. Only thing I gotta say is, hey, appreciate everybody tuning in. I don't know who that guy was earlier that was trying to be me with the mask on, but this is who you get right here. But definitely, like I said, appreciate Twisted Torch for letting the heavy hitters on with them.
No, I ain't let you. I told you. Say what happened. I told y'all to come on. That's what happened.
Well, told us, goddamn it, whatever. We own this motherfucker. So y'all got a double treat today. You got 2 shows in one.
Definitely.
But like I said, y'all make sure y'all continue to support Twisted Torch and appreciate y'all for getting AFN over the 1,800 mark.
Uh-oh. We got some celebrities over there.
Style
on that hoe. Style on that hoe. Be like, But like I said, appreciate everybody. And like I said, 6-man convo Thursday. Just be prepared for what the hell we're gonna talk about.
Woo!
What you gotta do?
Man, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in as always. Shout out to Twisted Torch for, like you said, calling us and allowing us to come on. Hey, y'all go hit that subscribe button for my man Twisted Torch. He put out excellent content. And like I said, man, it's a bye week, so I ain't got nothing to worry about this Sunday. I can just kick back, relax. I don't have to be nervous about nothing. We can get ready for this game against Miami next week, but we can just chill from now on. So I hope these guys are getting ready for Miami. Look, we got 2 weeks to get ready for Miami, so there's no excuse. 2 weeks, we should get some guys back healthy. And they look, I expect a W. Hey, look, we need to get on a little bit of a winning streak. It's time for us to see some more consistency. As Mike always talk about, you have to be a great player. To be great, you have to be consistent. And this team, if they want to be great or they want to be good, you have to be consistent. So we need to start seeing us put some wins together. It's not about 1 week we up, 1 week we down, 1 week we up. And the word of this season, and we kept putting it in the chat, is finish. Finish, finish, finish. This new regime is about finishing. That's what our Falcons have struggled with since Dan Quinn, since the Super Bowl. We're not going to go there, but finish. If we just learn how to finish games, we'll be successful. And I'll leave it at that.
What you got, Mike?
Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Don't stop bugging me around.
That's it. I'm not here to fight with you guys. I'm here to inform you, to educate. I'm not here to cause trouble. That's it. Just leave me alone. Why everybody bullying me all of a sudden? I'm just here to try to educate you guys. That's it.
That's it.
I just got attacked 2 times for no reason. I'm just sitting there quiet. So just leave me alone. Okay, that's it.
Hey, I got a shout out first and Frame Rates for subscribing, and then Pretty Slim for subscribing. Shouts out to y'all for subscribing to Twisted Torch. Hey, I ain't give the trophy out yet. Kyle Pitts Jalen Hawkins, y'all have won the Leo Trophy, the Lion Trophy for this week. That's my 2 winners. Of course, Matt Ryan wins every week. He's the QB. We already know he won last week, so I can't give it to him multiple weeks. But Kyle Pitts, your opening party, coming out party. Appreciate you, man. Jalen Hawkins, appreciate y'all. Shouts out to everybody in chat. Have a good night. Twisted will be tuned in to K Styles Thursday. Drew, you doing a show tomorrow? Or you good?
No, I'm chilling.
You chilling like a villain? All right, good.
I'm chilling. But, I always be in the chat, as I always put the eyes in there. I'm always watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm always watching. So,
but like this. I got my eye on you.
Was that? Well, hold on. Was that a double entendre right there? Like, were you talking about like Hawkins? You said you got my eye on you like a hawk. Like,
yeah, he did that.
I'm just saying, if you try to be a rapper, just let me know.
Look. You're like, I see you.
All right, man. Shouts out to y'all, bro. Appreciate everybody in chat, man. One love. Enjoy your night, man.
Had to switch.